Today, I'm joined by a very special guest, a man who took 2025 by storm. So only felt right to talk to him to start off 2026, Mr. Rushil Ugarkar. Rushil, how you doing, my man?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm good, man. Good to talk to you. I know you've kind of been doing all sorts of crazy things, since I last saw you in 25 in Dallas. Now you've been all over the place. But, talk to me about 2025. What a year for you, man.
Obviously it's been a pretty special year, no doubt. Seen quite of the highest of highs and lowest of lows. So it was pretty good, good learnings and stuff. So yeah, really happy with the way it turned out.
What are you talking about lowest of lows, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, obviously, first 6 months of the year were tough for me.
Mhm.
I started off 2025 injured, so it took me about 8 weeks to recover from my shoulder injury. Then, I just felt like I'm not getting into rhythm to bowl. So I texted some of the guys in Mumbai Indians that if I could come and have a net bowl. Went there, and then things started taking off from there for me. Then, yeah, obviously, when practicing all the time there, then came to MLC. First few games didn't go well for me. So that was another low. I
Yeah.
was quite down, but then, yeah, I just had to trust myself. And I learned something that, once you're really low, there's only one place you can go, and that's slowly back up. So that's one thing that helped me a lot. So, yeah, those lows were there throughout the time.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's something that we can all take from into our lives, that we can only go up, and we'll get into more about 2025 and what that looked like. I want to start off though with kind of like your early life, because I think now that you've jumped onto the scene, everyone's like, look, they go to the quick info page, like you're from St. Louis, Missouri, but what's your story? You're born in St. Louis, but what happens shortly after?
So, obviously, I was born in St. Louis. I lived there for about 3 odd years.
Hmm.
Then my dad got a job in UK, so we moved to the UK as well for 3 years. Then he got another job in India, so then we moved to Bangalore. So yeah, I grew up pretty much in Bangalore for pretty much my whole schooling time, from grade 1 to grade 12. And then yeah, I picked up cricket around 11-ish, like serious cricket. And then yeah, that's how everything started for me there.
Did you play any sort of cricket like before you started the series cricket at 11?
Um, I mean, if you're counting snowball cricket with my dad, then that. But I
Where's
did
it
play once
snowing?
a bit for my in UK it snows, right?
Okay, there you go.
But properly, like if I just wanted to play for time pass, there was a time in fourth grade
Mhm.
where I just wanted to get out of maths class. So I went and started playing some leather ball cricket and tried for my school. Got picked, and then yeah, then I didn't play for the rest of the year.
But you got out of math class, and that was all you needed.
That was yeah, and then I did well in the exam, so there was no complaints from there.
Well, there you go. Win-win situation there. So you did most of your schooling in Bangalore, and from
Yeah.
there, what was that like schooling in Bangalore? And were you a kid who liked to go to school? It doesn't seem like, but were you a kid that likes to
No,
be in
no,
school and
school
class?
is not my thing. Sorry. But at least till about fifth grade, I was actually a good student.
Hmm.
And then sixth grade, when I was 11, I started cricket, and then that's when things went a little downhill. But then, yeah, whenever I had to study, I would study as hard as I
Sure.
could, show up for the exam, write it, and then, yeah, just try passing and doing pretty well. And so that
Mhm.
was all.
There you go. And you started going to NCA out there in Bangalore. What was that experience like going over there?
Obviously it's connected to the Chinnaswamy Stadium. So anytime you go there, it's special for any kid growing up in Bangalore. You want to play in that ground.
Hmm.
So they have a ground connected there, which is NCA. And all the guys who were not fit at the time would probably go and have a train there just to get back in shape. And there are times I've bowled to Rohit Sharma, Hanuman Vihari, Washington Sundar, Akshar Patel. So yeah, I think those you start figuring out that how good those guys are, and you start realizing that you need to also start pushing the boundaries to get up to their level at some point. So that was good learning over there.
I know you've got Hanuman Vihari out. Anytime in the nets, you taking any other wickets that you kind of hold in your back pocket?
Obviously, I've bowled pretty well. Rohit Sharma was one guy I never got. I claimed I got him once, but I know deep down I didn't get him out. Then obviously I bowled well to Washington Sundar and Akshay Patel. I got them out twice, I
Okay.
remember. So, but yeah, Hanuman Vihari was one guy I found like very difficult to bowl,
Hmm.
and then I got a good ball for him, and then yeah, got him out that time.
What was the ball? What were we trying to bowl there?
It was a semi-new ball, so it cut off the wicket and came in, and I got him top of middle stump bowled. So
Dream.
that's one ball I remember for a while.
Yeah, you were 17, if I'm not mistaken, at that point, something like that.
16, 17, yeah. And
Yeah.
actually, I was probably, yeah, 16 years old.
Did that help with the confidence or anything? Was it like something that you really felt, oh my God, I've taken Hanuman Vihari's wicket, or is this another kind of wicket that you were able to take?
Um, Honestly, I don't take confidence much from the nets. It's usually from the matches.
Okay, fair.
Nets are nets. Anything can happen. Any bowler can be bowling with a big no ball as well, like I do usually. So yeah, until it's in a game, I don't take that confidence from the nets.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you seemingly have been able to progress from the nets into the games, and with NCAA, it almost feels like there's some kind of pipeline that's going through USA cricket as well, because you would have met Sanjay Krishnamurthy there as well. When did you meet him, and how is that kind of relationship bonded?
So me and Sanjay, we started like I found out heard of his name initially when I was about 12, 13. So we used to play against each other quite a bit. So his coach at the time, who's now my coach, used to have a team and they would play club cricket. So I used to play from one academy, he used to play from another. And then yeah, we played against each other quite a bit initially. And then I joined his school. I didn't know he was in that school then. And then after a few days of school, I saw him for the first time. He showed up to class. He was in my class, surprisingly. And then, yeah, I got to know him, and then we kept playing for that whole year. Then the following year, he became our team's school captain.
Mhm.
So then, yeah, then he figured out what I can do as well. So he's been trusting me even since school days. So when I play for him in the minor league, it's a lot easier for me to connect with him and be like, this is my plan, this is what I want to do. So it's a lot easier for both of us.
That's a really cool story that you guys, from all the way back then, he captained a
Yeah.
minor league, and now you see him in major league at the ILT 20, and you
Yeah.
both are doing some incredible things. How cool is it to be able to kind of share that journey with him?
Yeah, we were discussing about this, that if we both end up in the World Cup squad, you definitely want to play a game in Bangalore and against India. So yeah, hopefully those two things are ticked off this time as well. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty cool that how far he has come as well. He's been doing really well, so really happy for him.
Yeah, that's incredible, and we were hoping, you get to see both of you guys in a World Cup squad
Yeah.
and down there as well. But something that he was able to tick off that you weren't was the USA Under 19 squad. Now he never played for the USA Under 19 team, given the 2021 situation, but you didn't get selected in 2021 for the Under 19 squad. How did that kind of affect you? We've heard, we've seen the stories about Rahul Jadiwala and how it affected him. Was it something that you really were striving for, and when it didn't happen, were you really gutted?
Um, Honestly, when I just didn't get picked in the national, I was quite gutted to be honest.
Yeah.
I think this was around 2021, around
Mhm.
Feb. So at the time, I was playing cricket in Bangalore as well. I got picked for the zonals over there, which is a level above the clubs. If you do well there, you get picked for the state team. So I got picked there, and then we had COVID. So that tournament got cancelled. Then I got a call saying I'm not picked in this. So I was neither here nor there. So I was quite gutted about that. We had a long COVID season, and then I flew out to Bay Area, I think in May, and I played against the camp. So I did play against Sanjay, Sai, and all those guys. So
Mhm.
I tried giving my 100% there, and then I bowled with Saurabh, and we got them like 44 all out as well. So I remember those things were quite in my head. I was on like really fired up to bowl to against him. So yeah, I think definitely was tough for me that time.
Obviously, you went back to bowl to that squad and working with Nether Volker. What was the mindset for you, just having missed out and obviously not being able to participate in the zonals down in Bangalore?
Obviously I flew there so that hopefully they could think about me getting picked because I'm a US citizen as well. And I really wanted to do something in the US. So my goal was just to get wickets, show them what I got, and maybe they'll think about it.
Yeah, is that the was that always the dream to represent the USA? Like obviously born in Missouri, but you grew up in Bangalore. Was there kind of did you always feel that you wanted to play for the USA?
I think there was never a goal that, okay, I should be playing for the US. So
Hmm.
always wanted to do something in the US. So even in schooling time, I joined an international school. I never joined a local Indian kind of school. So the goal was always to come to the US. Never expected it to be cricket. I always expected it to be like a college or something like that. But then I was so dedicated to cricket that if I'm coming to the US, let me study and play cricket at the same time because I heard cricket was coming up. So I took that chance and then I was like, yeah, USA under 19, there's a spot. I have 3 years under my belt. Let me try out over there. And then since then, my goal has been to play for the US.
Why the US? Was it just trying to come back to where you were born, or what was the idea of trying to come back to the US?
Pretty much. I mean, obviously, you can see the job opportunity. At the time, job opportunity was great.
Hmm.
Just for your career in general, to study, grow up. I think that's the spot where I'd want to be always. So yeah, I think that was the main reason, just to grow up in the US after 15. So that, yeah.
Yeah, and so obviously you didn't get selected for that under 19 team, but it almost felt like a big shift in American cricket culture because you had minor league cricket kind of come right off the heels of of that national championship in that camp, which almost seemed to be kind of the bridge for folks maybe who didn't make the under 19 team or were on the under 19 team trying to get to that national team. You started your minor league career with the Silicon Valley Strikers. Saurabh was there. Then UC came. Udmukchand came to that squad. What was it like? I know you didn't play much in that first season, but you guys won the championship. What was it like working with those two through the first season?
Honestly, those two, it's been amazing, honestly. I think Saurabh, the way, I mean, I initially picked for strikers through Saurabh.
Mhm.
He had seen me bowl once. I was swinging the ball well, and he was like, "Yeah, this guy's got something." So they picked me from there. And then obviously we had like almost 16, 17 games, so it was a long season. So I had a lot of time to spend with Saurabh. So he was teaching me different kinds of things, how he goes about his game, how he thinks. Even Unmuk, like from a batter's point of view, how are you seeing my ball? What do you think I can do? Stuff like that was very important for me at that age because I came from a country which doesn't play much T20, like at age group.
Sure.
So for me to come into a T20 setup where guys who are really strong and really good at T20, it was definitely an eye opener. So I think those guys helped me a lot in terms of that to set my platform for the rest of the years for T20 cricket.
Yeah, and so like just elaborating on that, what has minor league cricket meant to you, and how has it kind of changed and developed your game?
I think you could say I kind of owe my career to that tournament. Definitely been it's one tournament I would love to play every single year
Mhm.
because you get to play against some of the best in your own country and you get to play against people from different regions as well. So yeah, whenever I try showing up for the Mind League and give my best always. And I think, the opportunity it gives to every single person in the country, I think it's special because not many will get that spotlight for them to be like, yeah, I need to play a tournament where I can get picked for the US or get picked for Major League. I think that's one thing Mind League has done really well. So yeah, always grateful to play that tournament.
Yeah, and then for you, it was year three. You went back to win a championship. You were part of the Dallas Mustangs, or the formerly known as Dallas Mustangs. But you were on such a loaded team that wasn't much for you to do most of the year. I think most folks would have said, okay, they're picking him because he's the under 21. They got to play two of them, so that's
Yeah.
why Rushil's in the game. But for me, it was a Super 8 when I thought you came to life, right? You had 3 wicket
Yeah.
haul, a 2 wicket haul, and then a 5 wicket haul against the Lone Star Athletics. What was that season like? You're working with 8 major leaguers at that point. And Ihsan Adil's there, Hamad Azam's there. There's so many great
Yeah.
cricketers on that lineup. What was that like? And then the Super Eights, describe that for me as well.
So obviously, a team with that caliber, I mean, there's a lot of experience in that side. So through the group stage, it was tough. I didn't bowl at my best, I would say. Picking up almost a wicket a game, not the most ideal for to be honest. But when you have such guys in the team, it's not easy either. But they always helped me. Like we had a guy called Ruman Reis.
Hmm.
So him and Ehsan would always stand next to me and tell me like, this is what you got to do. This is what you got to be thinking at this moment. Maybe try doing this, try different things. At the time, I barely bowled any variations. It was just top of the stumps, Yorker, bouncer. That was it, pretty much the whole season. Then when the playoffs came, I switched it up. I started switching things up, maybe a couple of cutters here and there. I think that's what worked for me when they started telling me that, yeah, this will probably work for you in the long run as well. So yeah, that's how it all transitioned initially.
Is it off cutters or leg cutters? What are the things you're bowling that Super Eight in particular
It
that
was
led you
honestly
into
that
this
time I
stuff?
had only two.
Okay.
They both are pretty much off cutters. One comes through the side, and one comes from the front.
Okay.
So I just let my wrist go down. So I think that's what kind of deceived the batter, the one which goes down, because you don't expect it to dip so much. So I
Mhm.
think that's what helped me a lot that time.
Yeah, and it felt, at least maybe for me, maybe not for you, but in that 2023 season, that your pace had maybe come up a bit. Is that something that you're constantly working on consistently of how to boost that pace up?
That season actually, yeah, I did shoot up quite a bit. But that year also was when I moved to Dallas.
Mhm.
So I was staying in Bangalore for the first two seasons of Mind League, and I was flying back and forth. So when we moved to Dallas, I started training with Nosh and Sushant
Mhm.
for the first few months, and then initially we into start 23 we started having a training group. So it was Nosh, Sushant, Corey, Andreas, Ali Sheikh, all of us were there, and Bert was leading it at the time.
Yeah.
So I used to train with Bert then. So working with him being a fast bowler, he knew exactly what I needed to do to get like strengthen up, get ready, start doing well, those kind of things. So he helped me a lot in the gym, and I think that's what helped me shoot my pace up massively.
Yeah, Bert Cockley has been influential in the US scene
Yeah.
for men and women's cricket. He's now in Australia doing work out there. Do you still keep in contact with him, or do you still kind of use the regimens that he kind of built for you?
I'm definitely in touch with him here and there. He keeps messaging me here and there when I do something. Prior to the MLC, I was actually following whatever he did. So I
Okay.
was, occasionally here and there, I still do his workout plans. But now that obviously I have a program with some of the teams, I just follow those because it'll be too much to follow everyone's program and not everyone will be happy that I'm not following their program.
Yeah.
So just stick to one and try finishing it off for now.
Yeah.
But yeah, stay
And
in touch with them.
yeah, and I guess with minor league too now, from 2023 where you kind of were the third bowler, you didn't bowl in that final, right? You guys won the final, didn't even bowl in that final after taking a fifer. It was the most boggling thing that they couldn't give you one over. But then, beyond that, now you've kind of become the lead bowler, at least the 1B, 1A with Abhishek Bharadkar of the East Bay Blazers. How is that now kind of changed? Maybe, I feel like it's three ones over there because you got Carmine LaRue there too. So you got three ones really. How is it kind of almost leading that pace group nowadays?
I feel like obviously all three of us we knew like obviously Karma and Abhi have a lot more experience than I do. So them being left arm fast bowlers, it's always a gift to have a left arm fast bowler in the team, to be honest. So to work obviously working with them is also pretty cool because they know what they have to do to get better as well. So I kind of took their tips as well, like
Mhm.
what works for them, and I tried experimenting in my minor league games, and that has been working pretty well. So the three of us, yeah, I think we're probably one of the best fast bowling groups in the minor league. To have not only him, there's another guy as well, another left arm fast bowler, clocks good pace as well. So we have a good mix. We have a guy who's tall, swings the ball, bowls quick. You got me short, bowls decent pace, top just hard lengths. And same with Abhishek and then the other guy as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think yeah, we have a heck of a group, definitely.
Yeah, it's incredible to watch. And so then you got selected into Major League Cricket. When you got selected that first year, you had already had that connection, or would that connection come after the first season in Major League?
Um, Actually net bowled with Texas Super Kings the first year. So then them I think I don't it actually kind of just happened through me being the last pick as well in the draft. But I think some of the guys who live in Dallas also have a say with MI. So maybe that played a big role. But yeah, I honestly don't know how it happened. And since then, it's just been special to be a part of that team.
Yeah. Obviously unexpected when you got the news. What was your reaction? Who'd you go tell? Like what happened? It's a late night. The draft comes out the next morning. I'm sure you got the call before you saw it on air, but what
Mhm.
was hearing that news like?
Didn't sleep for sure. I think I was sitting on my phone the entire time waiting for some news to come, and then I got a text message from someone saying that I got picked.
Yeah.
I didn't know which team I got picked for. I waited till the email came out saying that you've been picked. And then I found it was with MI. And then I didn't care about how much I got picked for, where I got picked. I just wanted to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then mom was down. Dad was on a flight to India. And then, yeah, I went to my mom. And then, yeah, she was very happy. She cried a bit as well. And then none of us could sleep at night.
Yeah. That's incredible. And you did get to play that season, very limited, but you did get some exposure. You got a wicket very early. Like what was that like to get in, to get your moment and to almost assert yourself like, hey, I belong at this level.
Um, that honestly, the first season, 2024, it kind of gave me a lot more confidence
Mm,
that, you can actually play at this level. You just got to work hard, be smart, because at that level, I feel like all of the guys in terms of skill are pretty much equal. The reason they're so good is just their mindset.
mm.
They have an unreal mindset. They're ready to take down anyone. They're very aggressive as well. So you just got to match that and try overcoming them as much as you can.
And obviously, then coming into the second year, you'd done some net bowling with MI then in between. And, you didn't play a lot early, didn't have a good start to Major League, like you mentioned. What was it like? You almost, we were talking about it in San Francisco. You're like, I want to get in. And you're almost just waiting and waiting and waiting. What
Yeah.
was that waiting period like?
It's obviously I'm kind of used to being a substitute at some point as well. You get used to it at some point. So you really have to just be patient, just wait for your opportunity. And when you get an opportunity, just grab it. That's how I usually think. So yeah, when didn't play in San Francisco and then when the Dallas leg started, did play and then went for a few runs, but then unfortunately I got dropped again and then unfortunately one more guy got injured. So I was the only one left. So then they played me the next day, and then I did well. So I showed good skills in that game against Orcas.
Mhm.
So then they trusted me that, yeah, he can actually do something. So then yeah, I just grabbed my opportunity from then on.
What was that mindset? Like, you know, you're in the game here because someone's got hurt, which is very unfortunate. But what were you trying to accomplish? What was your mindset of, okay, so I think some people could have crumbled under that pressure saying, this is my one and only chance. Why didn't it crumble you? Or did it affect you even?
I'll be very honest, I don't usually take too much pressure when I step onto the field.
Hmm.
Off the field, yeah, obviously there's nerves and stuff like that. But when I'm on the field, I don't feel much pressure. I usually just stay calm. I have a couple of breathing techniques that I do when I'm walking to bowl as well. So that's why I think a lot when I bowl. But yeah, usually I don't take much pressure. That's what's been helping me, to be honest.
For me, when we fast forward to that final, right? And obviously that final over is where you kind of stuck your flag in. When they gave you the ball, to be honest with you, I immediately thought back to Donovan Ferreira. I don't know if you thought back to Donovan Ferreira, but it was the same end of the ground against the Texas Super Kings a couple weeks earlier. You go 6-6, 5 wide, 6-2, and then you take his wicket. So you go 25 to Ferrer. I don't mean to say all this, right? I know you're laughing at me right now, but I say all this in the sense of then they give you the ball in a moment where you're bowling to Glenn Maxwell and Glenn Phillips in a final. You're telling me that you don't have any nerves. I- Was there nothing of that resonating in your head? Because I'm sitting mid wicket, or I guess deep cover at that point, and I'm thinking all this for you. Were you thinking of any of this?
Nah, not at all. If you actually check my whoop, so you'll see that during that time, my heart rate was actually at 130, 140, which is normal for running for me. I told you that I got Rachin out,
Yeah.
my heart rate was like 160, 180. So that time I was quite excited that, yeah, we got a guy out who's getting runs.
Mhm.
And at the time when I got the ball in the last over, I was quite aware I was going to bowl it. So obviously that preparation for that over was pretty good from my side. Just I know what I'm gonna do. I know which side is bigger. I know where the wind is. It's pretty much my home ground as well, Dallas.
Yeah.
So I know it pretty well. So I knew exactly what I wanted to do at the time. And then yeah, I think the fact that they trusted me with the last over was even more special, more than anything. So yeah, really grateful for that moment.
It's a crazy moment, and I think I haven't talked to you about this yet, so I'm intrigued to hear your reaction. But then the presser, Nicholas Puran, evidently, apparently I wasn't there, but everyone who there told me that he said that you came up to him and said you're just going to bowl 5 steps. Is that accurate? He said that in the presser. Is that actually what happened?
That was just for the last ball. Yeah, I just wanted to finish the game quickly. I wanted to start celebrating as much as I could. Because if you bowl at the full run, there's a solid chance you could bowl a no ball as well. So I was like, let me just bowl 5 steps. I won't bowl a no ball. I'm just gonna bowl another off cutter. It'll turn exactly where I want it to. But he said, no, no, just do it properly. Let's finish it off. Go celebrate and enjoy the moment. So that's what he told me.
Yeah, and so obviously the last ball was mathematically moot unless you did bowl the no ball. Did the emotion of winning the game hit you before you came to deliver last ball to Ovis?
Honestly, that emotion came very late. That even if you see what I celebrate, I just did.
Yeah.
I get a lot of smack for it from my friends as well. But yeah, I think it took time for me to realize what I actually did.
Mhm.
Like in that moment, I was so focused on what I wanted to do. It just left my mind that I just won a tournament for my team. I played a role in it. So yeah, at that time it was tough for my brain to cope with what was happening.
Yeah, I remember talking to you right afterwards, right? We talked and you were as calm as could be, and I think I was more anxious than you were, which was just I didn't know why. I had nothing left to do. My tournament was over. I'm not even playing, and you're over here like as cool as could be. It was really cool to see you. When do you feel it finally did hit you? Was there a moment where you're like, "Holy crap, I did this"? Was it a couple of days later? Did you see something on social? Was there ever that kind of
Oh, it
um
was right when we lifted the trophy, actually.
was it okay?
Yeah, you could see the biggest smile on my face ever after we lifted that trophy because I'm the kind of guy who loves playing team sports.
Mhm.
So lifting a trophy for me is what I always want. I don't like to lose. I don't like to come second. I like to win, as many trophies as I can. So just doing that yeah, I felt all that emotion afterwards.
How does social media do after that? I'm curious. Was there a big bump in the followers, or was there a check that was? I
Yeah,
think the check was
surprisingly, I
already
went from
there.
like 900 to 2000. That's the
There you
biggest
go.
bump ever.
There you go. All right. Well, follow Rushil Ugarkar on Instagram. You might already follow it, probably, but and that kind of sparked again a great minor league for you, and then you debuted for the USA, right? You got taken to Dubai kind of last minute as well. And you got to make your ODI debut versus Nepal on was it the 26th of October. What was that like getting the call first to go and then knowing that you're going to make a debut?
So pretty much that time I was on a break because I just played a tournament in Canada. So I was like,
Mhm.
maybe take a few days off. So I taken 10 days off. And then I got a call saying that we need you on a flight in 24 hours to Dubai. I was just at home eating my mom's dal rice, just not worrying about anything in the world. And then, yeah, they told me, pack your bags, get ready. So, packed everything. Then Monang texted me, just be mentally ready. This is a big opportunity. Just go and give your 100%. So, yeah, went on the flight, was ready for it the second I landed.
There you go. And you got a wicket on debut. Kind of, okay, I've got an international wicket under my belt.
Kind of, yeah, pretty much, yeah. It's always, you start playing cricket because you want to play international cricket at some
Mhm.
point. And yeah, obviously got on my second ball. So yeah, I celebrated a lot that time. And all the guys came running in super quick. So yeah, it was nice to see them all happy for me as well.
And then, just a couple days later, you played one in between, but the next one, five wicket haul in your third ODI, was it? How special was that?
Oh yeah, that was one of the best days, definitely. Yeah. Even to bowl with a guy of Saurabh's caliber, I think it made it a lot easier
Hmm.
because he was getting wickets from that and I was getting wickets from mine. So there was always constant pressure. So kind of made it easier to get a 5 wicket haul at that time.
Yeah, talk to me. We talked about how you knew you wanted to come back to the US. You didn't get selected for that USA Under 19 team, and then you debut, you take a fifer. Did that kind of feel full circle to you? Did that kind of feel okay? I finally was able to do this. Walk me through the emotions of representing your country for the first time.
Um, Yeah, it's tough to say in words, but yeah, that feeling is just different.
Yeah.
Playing international cricket stuff, it's stuff you always dreamt of. So definitely there was a lot of emotion at the time. I was really happy that I was just being able to step on the field in the USA colors. It's special. You feel like you're putting on a Superman outfit at the time. So yeah, I think yeah, nothing beats that feeling. So I'm definitely looking forward to my next time I'm in the USA colors. So
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, well, the next time is going to be somewhere, in Sri Lanka against Sri Lanka A. You're coming up soon. Just speaking in 2026, what are kind of your goals? What do you want to achieve this year, man?
Definitely one, if you see step by step, the first one that's coming up is the World Cup.
Hmm.
Try winning some good games. Hopefully, get to the finals, win the final as well. So all those kind of goals are definitely there. But yeah, just gotta be focused. And then after that, the couple of ODI series in between, another MLC. So yeah, a lot of things coming up. So I'm quite excited for that as well.
You just say win in the World Cup would be great, huh? I love that. I love that.
You never know. We can do it. We have the guys for it. We got guys performing in every single league right now. Two guys, one guy just got 100 in a big tournament.
Hmm.
Our captain's coming off a great MLC. One of my teammates from Dubai Capitals just was in the top five run scorers as well. So yeah, things are looking up.
I love the energy there. As we look back on 2025, just kind of give me, this is always tough, but give me one word that you would use to describe your 2025.
Special for sure.
Special. Okay, I like that. What was your favorite moment of 25? I think all of us have ours as fans, but do you have a specific favorite moment?
That's a tough one. Obviously, final is one. Debuting for US is one. But yeah, I think those two definitely. I
Yeah.
can't choose one. I think I have to choose both.
Okay. All right. We'll give you the political answer there. And then I guess, you talked about how, there were some lows that you had early on in the year. Was there a blessing in disguise that you kind of saw there or something that you said, I went through this, but I came out better, made me better without having gone through this. I wouldn't have been the Rushil Ugarkar who finished 25.
It kind of set me back a little bit, to be honest, but I think you start realizing what mistakes you're making.
Mhm.
So I knew that, there were certain things in my action that were not going right. The way I was bowling, where the ball was going as well wasn't ideal. So the second I went for net bowling in IPL, I think all of that thing got solved because I was instantly outdoors. I wasn't indoors anymore. So I think that helped a lot. So I think, yeah, even my pace shot up quite a bit after that.
Mhm.
So I think all those things, yeah, kind of happens for a reason as well.
Yeah, that's tremendous perspective that can give you. There is, you talked about your action. There's something that everyone notices. You hold the ball in your left hand, not your right. Where did that stem from? How'd that come about?
So initially, I used to do it in India quite a bit. If we were playing with a red ball, I used to hide the seam because
Mhm.
it was semi-new. So if I want to swing it either way, then I would hide the ball. I didn't do it much until I came to the US, and then when I started training with Nosh and Sushant, once in a while I used to see Jack sir,
Mhm.
Coach Jack. So he told me that why don't you try doing this? And then when I started doing it, I just saw a lot of changes. Like I'm getting very accurate, swinging well, I'm bowling good bounces, good Yorkers. So why not just start it again? Then I was able to hide my variations a lot better. So people have been finding it difficult as well. So that actually helped quite a bit.
I love that. What is the one word you hope you're able to describe 26 with as if we come back a year from now?
You're gonna have to ask me that question at the end of the year. Uh, One word. Yeah, like I said, I'm not very good at studies, so I don't have much words for you, unfortunately.
That's why it's only one. That's why it's only one.
Just one. Ah, I can give you a sentence. I can't give you a
Okay, give
word.
me a sentence. Let's do a sentence. Let's go
I'll
one
just say
sentence.
expect the unexpected. That's what I'm gonna say.
All right. I love that. All right. Expect the unexpected. I think 2025 was pretty unexpected, but here's
Yeah.
to more unexpected in
Yeah.
26. Before I let you go, Rushil, I know we're running short on time, but I just want to do a quick rapid fire with you. We're gonna go quick, bing bang. Don't have to think too much. It's just let's see what you got. So just gonna I have a string of questions here, and let's see what we can do. So we'll start off with your favorite cricketer of all time.
Pat Cummins.
What made you a cricket fan?
Team sport.
Team sport. What's your dream wicket? Any wicket in the world, past or present?
Ooh, that's a good one. Past as well.
Hmm.
That's a tough one. There's a lot of good batters that I'd want to take.
If you want to give me a
Probably AB
past
de
player and
Villiers.
a
I think he's the
current,
hardest, in my
okay,
opinion. He's probably the hardest batter in the world. So AB de Villiers.
maybe Hilliers. What's your dream delivery?
Ooh, the a nice outswinger hitting top of off.
Your favorite type of dismissal?
Bowls are nice. I'll take bold.
Would you rather play in front of a home crowd or an away crowd?
Home.
What is your secret talent?
Secret talent. I don't have much. Just cricket. Yeah, I don't have anything else apart from cricket.
All right,
Unfortunately,
fair
not a board
enough. Fair
person.
enough. We'll expect the unexpected here. What's a skill you'd want to steal from a teammate?
A skill from a teammate.
It doesn't have to be cricket related. Anything.
Mm, how nice Shadley is. That's one thing. I need to get a bit nice, I think.
Well, we all
Because
love
he's
Shadley.
one of the nicest people I've ever met.
Oh, the world would be much better with bunch more Shadleys out
Definitely.
there. I know you said that there's not much outside of cricket, but if you weren't a cricketer, what would you do?
Oh, I was quite interested in analytics, so I think I would have been an analyst.
Okay. What's your favorite song?
I honestly don't have one because I just listen to whatever comes up on Spotify.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Do
I
you have a
actually
favorite
don't know
movie?
song names as well, so that's a tough one for me.
All right. How about a favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Ooh, I have a few. Top Gun is one.
Okay.
Three Idiots is another one. I'd say
Love
those
it.
two.
There you go. And then one word to describe Rushil Ugarkar.
Hmm. Let's say nice. Nice
There you
person.
go. Well, you got through the rapid fire quite nicely. Maybe you ducked under one or two, but all good, mate. It's been so good talking to you. All the best headed to Sri Lanka, but
Thank
we're
you.
excited to see what your 26 holds, man.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
All right, that's Rushil Ugarkar. He's headed off to Sri Lanka, and if you want to check him out, make sure you go to Rushil Ugarkar on Instagram or wherever you have. He's out there, and just try to get him to 4,000. Maybe we can do that for him.
Yeah, thanks a ton. See you.